Zepbound revolution. Say goodbye to boring workouts with Zepbound exercise. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have lost a whopping 85 pounds in almost 16 months. I'm getting very close to that. In the next couple of days, it'll be 16 months. And I am super stoked on my 100-pound weight loss journey to share with you guys today 7 tips to help you with your Zepbound exercise, revolutionize your Zepbound weight loss, and what's worked well for me. Now, I am not a healthcare provider. Always talk to your own healthcare provider if you need a great healthcare provider. I've got one linked in the description link below. And all of my links I'm going to be talking about today and solutions, because what I'm going to do today, I promise I'm going to give you my 7 tips of what's working really, really well for me and a plan. I'm giving you my plan. Take it or leave it. It's what's working really, really well for me for Zepbound exercise and helping to combat muscle loss. So let's go ahead and dive in. All the links I'll be talking about, I'll be on the ... more. That's the YouTube description is the ... more. So when I say it's down in the description, it's ... more. Tip number 1 of what's worked well for me for my Zepbound exercise. Let me just kind of go back and give you the replay and then the plan with that. I have been focusing on 2 things that have been huge for me. I can see it in my body. Hello, I have a collarbone. Look at my collarbone. Like I'm super, the other day I saw like arm muscle coming. I'm like, yeah, I am fighting hardcore, as I know so many of you guys are, with muscle mass loss, not just for Zepbound, not for Mounjaro and our WEGOVY brother and sisters, and our compound brothers and sisters too. Been fighting that muscle mass loss. And so it's not just for drugs, GLP-1 drugs, it's for large weight loss in general. So it's just, that is not, people try to sideswipe that. It is something that happens with large weight loss in general, to be aware of it and then come up with a battle plan to combat it. So with that, knowing, keeping, reverse engineering that. And for me, I know many of you guys are like me too, is incredibly successful with my career, incredibly successful with my hot husband and my kid and my family and everything pretty much in my life, except for this chronic obesity juggernaut, and Zepbound with GLP medications has alleviated that. At the beginning of my Zepbound, I was on Mounjaro and then switched over because of the Mounjaro shortage, and then switched to Zepbound because of the Zepbound shortage. And now we'll be switching to compounds. If you want a reputable compound pharmacy, the one I will be taking if I can't get Zepbound this month because of the Zepbound shortage, I'll link that in the description link below, along with the discount code QUEEN, QUEEN. Starting this, I would not have started Zepbound exercise at the beginning, or Mounjaro exercise at the beginning. I couldn't. For me, it was just focusing on taking the medication and reframing food, because I had such a distorted, unhealthy relationship with food, really working on that, which I'm still continuing to do. And if you saw my previous video, by the way, thank you guys so much for all of your love, grace, kindness, and compassion. It meant the world. I'm feeling much better. And I think a reason why I'm mentally feeling much better is because of exercise. It's because of the natural endorphins and serotonin that happens with exercising. My plan is not, I still have a ways to go on my weight loss journey. I was a size 24, now a size 14. And so I couldn't do these like bodybuilding stuff. So if you want bodybuilding stuff, that's not me. I'm going to refer you to somebody else. My incredible neighbor does bodybuilding and weight training, and she throws up these heavy weights and has invited me to go work out with her. And quite frankly, I aspire to that, but I'm kind of afraid of it too, that I would hurt myself. And so with my Zepbound exercise, the 2 things that have worked well for me are walking and Pilates. And that sounds so, wall Pilates, it sounds basic, but it's not basic. It's not basic at all. It's actually been fabulous. It's been these incremental steps that have been massive for me. And the first one I want you to do with your 7 tips for your Zepbound exercise is find an accountability partner. Now, I have a free group. It has thousands of people in it who are quality-based, amazing. No spam is allowed. No junk is allowed. Like there's certain rules of that group, but it's totally free. My gift to the Countess of Shopping community, it's linked in the description link below. If you don't have an accountability partner in your personal life, use my group as that. Like that's my gift. I do. I'm like, here's what I'm doing. Here's what, and I'm encouraging other, like giving and getting. You get to give and get. And so having an accountability partner was my husband. When I got very depressed, because we have a lot going on in our life right now, I was at a funeral, and then a family member has colon cancer. There's a lot going on. And that's on top of a lot of other amazing, incredible things happening in my life. But I got somewhat depressed and I was having a hard time getting out of bed. And my husband doesn't make me do anything. My hot husband is fantastic. The man is absolutely amazing, swoon. But was like, I don't make you do things, but I'm making you get out of bed and go walk the dog just for a mile. And then you can do whatever else you want for the rest of the day. And I really appreciate his tough, kind love because it did help. And he knew. And he also said the stipulation was I had to do it first thing in the morning to get the sunshine. And so I put on my sunscreen. I put on my big old floppy hat to protect my face. Got to protect my face from that anti-aging. Put on my floppy hat. And because I had an accountability partner, which is my husband, it made me go out and do it. The first 2 days, I was made to do. I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I did it because my husband made me do it. And I'm grateful for that. So can you find somebody who will make you do something in a loving, kind way with love, grace, kindness, and compassion, not in an abusive way, but in like a loving, cocooning way? And I love walking Mr. Freddie, our dog. He sends his hellos. We're going to do another video this week with him in it. So don't worry. For folks who are love Mr. Freddie, my dog that was in previous videos, he's our rescue pit bull who's a nutball. He will be back here on the Countess of Shopping channel. So going out to walk, it was just 1 mile, right? Like I can walk a mile. Even being like before losing the 85 pounds, I could walk a mile. In fact, we love supporting animal rescues. I went for every day for a month straight to go walk rescue dogs at our local animal shelter. And I got approved that with the animal shelter. You can't just, don't think you can go do that with some of your shelters. You have to get like approved and things like that. But I did. And it was very helpful because I would show up even in the rain and the cold, and I would show up for those dogs. Whereas for myself, maybe not so much, but for the animals, oh yes, I will go volunteer at the rescue organization. So maybe your accountability partner is an animal rescue or somewhere. We live here in rural Virginia, so we have a lot of horses. And so not that I'm saying to go, but like somewhere where you know where you can be accountable to go do it. That's number one. Number two, it was just walk a mile. And so I know some of you are coming here for like weight training and things like that. We're going to kind of get to that. Don't worry. We're going to ease into this. But if I want to be inclusive, to include people who are like me, who are 100+ pounds overweight, and then people who only have, like 20, 30 pounds to lose too. This could encompass you, but you probably are more advanced than where I am yet. I'm going to get there. I'm just not there yet. So that's why you want to click that like and subscribe button, because I'm going to get there. So number two was walk 1 mile. Walk 1 mile. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. If you know that song, then put on your Steve Madden wedges and let's roll. We roll it done. Walk a mile is number two. Number three was know how long the mile is. So in my neighborhood, I know if I do a loop, it's a mile. So I can do a loop. So if I do 2 loops, it's 2 miles. It made the math very simple. So figure out, clock it, use an app, use your watch, whatevs, to clock it to know how long the mile is. Or if you're using your app, I guess you could do different things. I like actually the simplicity of looping the same thing over and over and over again. I like that. Number 4, and we're going to talk about wall Pilates here too in a minute, because I know you guys have had so many questions about my wall Pilates journey. Walking, I have sweated so much. You wouldn't think you'd sweat that much, but y'all, LMNT electrolytes, discount code linked. It's actually a discount link. Use the discount link down below. They will give you 8 free sticks with any purchase. They are fantastic. And I will have 1 stick every day, pretty much. I haven't had mine yet. I just got back in from my walk. I took a shower, immediately came here because I got another appointment I got to go to, and I'm going to have my LMNT electrolytes on my way to my other appointment. So helpful. It has in there, they're electrolytes, so they help replenish when you sweat, but it also helps with muscle recovery. It's got magnesium, potassium, and sodium. The potassium negates the sodium. Always talk with your doctor, of course, if you have like high blood pressure and things like that. But for me, because the potassium with the it negates the sodium, it is awesome. It is awesome, awesome, awesome. I bought LMNT electrolytes 16 months ago. It was almost 16 months ago when I started my Mounjaro weight loss journey. And so now on Zepbound. So I highly encourage, that's linked down below, that discount code. They have something new coming out. If you're in my group, you already know. I didn't leak it. You guys got something new that they have. You're going to want to stay tuned. May 7th or 8th, I will have a huge surprise with Element coming, so stay tuned. I'm legally not allowed to talk about it until then, but many of you guys have been talking, like many of you guys have already gotten it, which is so cool. So Element Electrolytes has been amazing. Where are we? Number 4 for our Zepbound exercise has been, I walked that 1 mile. I knew how long it was. And then now I'm walking 2 to 3 miles. And I had been walking 2 to 3 miles because of my dog. My dog is so high energy. He needs it. If not, he's a cuckoo bird. I now, like this morning, I walked 2 miles. It was nothing. I chatted with my friends. This wasn't on my sheet of my promise for my 7-point action plan for you guys. But I talked to my friends on Instagram. You can voice message, and I voice message all my little friends, and we have little chit chat groups. And I love that if you have kids, you know, I can't take phone calls, but I can take voice messages. It's easy to do. So I'll do that, and then I'll watch my favorite YouTubers too. Usually it's business stuff. I get caught up on watching like what's the latest business trends and things like that. That is my education time usually. I had started Audible. I think I'm going to cancel my Audible subscription, but I'll link down below. They've given me a discount link on Amazon for Audible, which are really, if you're a book lover. I had been doing that, and I've just moved back into YouTube. I love YouTube so much. Don't you guys love YouTube so much? I love YouTube so much. And I have over 200 plus videos, so feel free to binge watch my content when you're walking, when you're doing your workout. Put that on while you're doing your chores. Just let that loop, baby. Okay, number 5. That was the sweating component. The sweating component of I sweat. Like I'm a sweater. She is a sweater. I love the Element Electrolytes as to help with the sweat. I've also had to change deodorants. My deodorant apparently was not strong enough because it's now 85 degrees in the morning. It's like in the 60s. One day it was in like near late, like high 60s. It's getting hotter. And so having a stronger deodorant, I have 2. I'll link them down on my Amazon links down below. One is a secret. And then the other one is the Sol de Janeiro, surprisingly, the Sol de Janeiro deodorant. Who knew? I'll link that down below. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Like, it's awesome. And you can use those, by the way. I like it because it's environmentally, I meant to bring it in the studio and I didn't. It has on there the lid, like the thing, you can refill it. So you don't keep using a ton of plastic over and over, which I appreciate that they're thoughtful for the environment. That I will link down in the description link below. Or YouTube shopping, if I can link it here at Sephora, I'm going to try to link it here. So you can click that. You won't lose the video. YouTube has this cool thing where you can shop and my video will keep going, but that's the link that if I can get it for Sephora. If this is blank, that means I couldn't get it working. But that's been helping with the sweating component. So I then take my shower when I get back from my walk in the morning. And I've naturally just gotten up because of the Duke, my husband, and if you have kids, logistically, like I can't leave my kid home alone. So my husband is still somewhat sleeping or just getting up. That's very, very helpful. So then I can go do my thing, right? Like I can go walk. And I've gotten faster too, which has been fantastic. Number 6, wall Pilates. So Zepbound exercise, I've talked a lot about walking. And I think when people hear walking, and you may have already bailed on this video, but if you're still here, a lot of people think, oh, walking. It's not, oh, walking. Do you know how much walking can do for your health, your mental health, your muscles, your cardiovascular, skin, like just a ton of things, the appetite component of it, like, and then not the weight loss component for Zepbound weight loss, like, it's huge. Like it really is like the most underrated thing. If it was a Muppets character, it would be like Beaker, like the most underrated Muppets character. It is. It's totally, walking is underrated. It's easy. It doesn't cost a thing. I had this expensive gym membership, was paying almost $100 a month for this Jaja, and I love it because they have a pool there, which is why, and they have child daycare. I just wasn't driving 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, an hour out of my day. I can go walk, shower, and be ready to roll Tide. I don't know. I watched the Crimsonette baton twirling tryouts on TikTok, and so now I keep saying roll Tide. I don't know. I live in Virginia. Hello to my Arkansas friends. Arkansas, is that the state? Anyways, let's talk wall Pilates. I digress, went down a rabbit hole. I've been doing wall Pilates. Many of you have asked, who am I using for wall Pilates? My absolute favorite, let me pull it up on my phone. I don't want to put her link down below because you can Google, there's several that you can use YouTube for. Again, it's free. You guys know she loves the Gucci. She clearly loves the Louis Vuitton. I love designer luxury things. The free stuff is where it's at, baby. I mean, in terms of these workout things that are fast, That's fast and free. I mean, it really had, and I'll pay if I can find, it's called wall Pilates. If I can find a wall Pilates course or something, I will buy it. Because I have been using, this is the woman. Her name is, let me zoom in. Is that, hold on. Her name is Senior Shape Fitness. So it's wall Pilates for beginners and seniors. This is the workout I continuously do. Hopefully that will, there we go. Wall Pilates, so now you know what she looks like. Wall Pilates, this woman, I don't even know her name. She doesn't sell courses though. I'm like, babes, you guys know I'm a businesswoman. I start and grow multi-million-dollar businesses. I'm like, why has this woman not done a wall Pilates? So there's others, but I like the senior ones because I'm so sore after it. Hers is the one that I get very, very sore after. Therefore, I know because I'm so sore, I'm working my muscles, right? And that goes back over to that muscle mass loss, which we're going to talk about here up next. But there's other people. There's like Rachel's Fit Pilates. But here's the thing. These young chippies, I love them. I'm not a young chippy. Like, I'm in my 40s. I still got weight to lose. I'm a beginner. I aspire to some of these things, but that's why I like wall Pilates. And my friend and I were talking about it. Here in my town, there's several Pilates studios. I just want to swing my legs back and forth on those reformers. I learned, one of you told me in the free Zepbound weight loss group. And if you're on WEGOVY too, you're welcome to that group as well. You swing your legs, the machine that you swing your legs on is the reformer. I'm like, my husband's going to be so excited. But the wall Pilates, I love. Now, let's go over to why wall Pilates is so helpful. I aspire to get back into bodybuilding and weight training. This is weight training, but it's with the wall. You can do push-ups with the wall, is how this lady has her workouts. I can't do push-ups easily, but when I'm standing with the wall with the push-ups, for some reason, I can do them. And the leg exercises, I can feel that in my legs building muscle. I have cracky knees. My knees sound like popcorn when I bend it. When I try to do squats with some of these lifting things, it's like my legs are cracky. And so with the wall Pilates, I'm on my back doing these leg exercises and I can do them and my knees aren't popping as much, which you got several of you beautiful souls in the audience had said that I should go to PT for it. So I'm looking into that. So thank you, by the way, for that. Just with this colon cancer thing has thrown our family massively for a loop. It was not clearly, who plans for colon cancer? It was not clearly expected. So that has been crazy, which is why the wall Pilates has been helpful, because my schedule is not really my own these days. And I can I can put this one that I've been doing, the whole thing, it's 35 minutes and her yip yapping. I'm like, oh, she's a yip yapper too. The actual exercise is 30 minutes. I can do that quickly, but there's other ones that are like 5 to 10 minutes, like 7 to 10 minutes. So there you can see there's a ton of these wall Pilates for beginners is what I type into my YouTube. Wall Pilates for beginners, but the lady I like, Senior Shape Fitness, and her focus is on seniors. And here's what, if it's good enough for seniors, it's good enough for me, because some of you seniors can kick my Batutski. I was going to say something else. That's number 6. Number 7 is tracking muscle mass. We know, as I've said this whole video, you lose a lot of weight, you're going to have muscle mass loss, which is one of the reasons why I absolutely love Biocare. I am completely obsessed with their protein shakes. They have chocolate. They also have mixed fruit. Their stuff is fantastic. I put it in my protein ice cream. If you want my protein ice cream recipe, I will link, let me make a note. I didn't put that on my show notes. Protein ice cream recipe. I will link that down below. You do need a whole Ninja ice cream maker. It's 200 some bucks. And if you had watched that video, by the way, of where I was talking about, I didn't want anybody to feel badly that some people are like, I can't afford the Ninja. That's never my intention. My intention is always to be inclusive, right? And so there's more than one way that you can do these things, right? Like, so there's not exclusion, it's inclusion here. I wanted to make sure I said that as well. But tracking this muscle mass loss, making sure getting that protein, 100 to 120 grams of protein per day was what the dietitian had said. Not a nutritionist, she's actually more educated than that. Dietitians are higher educated than nutritionists. And she has her master's degree. And she had said from the interview that I did, you can see it down in the playlist down below. Go binge watch all the videos. 100 to 120 grams of protein per day. Number 2, tracking that muscle mass. I've showed you guys this a million times, but I have another about the scale with the tape measure, but it's not just that, it's the food scale we're going to talk about. This is, I just bought it. Kind of obsessed. If I could quote Miss Mariah Carey, why you so obsessed with me? I'm obsessed. I think it's the most genius thing. I don't hate anything. I just like having multiple apps on my phone. It's cluttery. It's not productive, and I'm a high productive person. One app on my phone for my smart tape measure. I'll link this down below on my Mounjaro Amazon shopping list and Zepbound Amazon shopping list. It's this scale. They're inexpensive. They're under 25 bucks each. It has 13 types of measurements on there, including muscle mass loss, not just weight loss, but muscle mass loss. This app links into this app. Y'all told me, and then we have the blood pressure cuff. I don't think I brought it in. That's the third one, links into this app. Well, there's a fourth thing that links into the same app, which is why I'm a giddy goose. I'm so excited. I saw this, and I had a coupon too. I think it still might be on sale again. I'll link it down below on that Zepbound Amazon shopping list. It's a food, oops, it's my alarm that I need to get to my meeting. Stop. She will not stop buzzing. Oh my God. What's happening here? Stop. I got so excited about my scale. So this scale, I wanted to open it for you. It literally just came in my Amazon packages. I bought it with my own money. For full disclosure of, I bought it with my own money. It's a smart scale, and I saw these on TikTok. By the way, have you guys been hearing about TikTok? TikTok, you will not be able to watch any Mounjaro content, Zepbound content. They will ban and block creators. I've already had my, it's not just me, it's creators in general. You won't, starting May 17th is when the TikTok GLP-1 ban will take effect. It's not the TikTok, we know that TikTok has with the new US laws, it's specifically for GLP-1 content. If you didn't know that, there's you will not be able to see, and it's weight loss content in general. There'll be massive account spans is what's going to happen. And so I have to delete all of my Mounjaro videos before May 17th, 2024. Isn't that crazy? That's what's going on TikTok. Anyways, I digress. But on TikTok, someone had been talking about this scale. You put your food on it. I think you scan it. I gotta look at it. It's a food diary. Basically what it is, and it syncs into their app. It syncs into the same app, so I can track my food into the app. How cool is that? So it tells you on here, it keeps track of all your macros in the app. So I know, that's what I said. So there's carbs, sugars, fat, fiber, where's the protein? Of course, I was like, I just want to track the protein, really. But it has in there the instant Bluetooth connectivity, USDA food databases, coffee timing, diary feature, and then it has the tar feature, meaning you can put your food like in a bowl and then tar. Is that how you say it? Tear it out. It means it's zeroed out. It means it's zeroed out. So it tracks all your stuff into one app. And so for that muscle mass tracking, you guys know my pain point is always, been tracking. Like I just don't like it. I don't like it. So I'm trying to come up with smarter ways. And this is a smart nutrition scale. Oh, here's the directions. So anyways, I wanted to tell you guys, mine literally just came. That's the unboxing of it, of how it tracks your food. Now, one of these, here's the app. You just download the app on there and then add the device. You put the nutrition scale. How cool is this? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop going through. But like, how cool is that? And then it says what's on the scale, and then you can put in there a banana, and then it taps, and then it gives you all the stuff because it's weighing it for you. Sold. I was like, yes, queen. I'll take 5 of these. Like, this is the coolest, smartest thing. Oh, look, I just turned it on. Okay, I'm really excited. So these all sync together. So now I have 4 syncing things. I'm really excited. So many of you guys have asked, how do you use the smart tape scale? I'll do a video on that. I wanted to do a video on that too. How you guys, this is so important if you have the smart tape scale, a weight stall. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You will have that on your Zepbound journey. Not just me, it's everybody. Or it'll be a slowdown in your weight loss. Like, I've had that. And then this is super, super helpful too, because it has the 13 different units of measurement on there. So in terms of Zepbound exercise, we are not just talkers, we're doers here at Countess of Shopping. If you need an accountability buddy, that group, I'm going to post right now after this video a thread of where I'm talking about my Zepbound exercise, my Zepbound walking, and Zepbound. It's weight training, but it's weight training through wall Pilates. People who do weight training, I love. I'm just not there yet. And I had been, and I had been shown, if you have seen other videos of where I've talked about weight training with, there was a book. I bought that book, and I had a discount code, and if you want that book, you're welcome to, but it had stuff in there that I had said I have bad knees, and it had stuff, a lot of squats, and I can't do squats where my knees are like, it just didn't feel right. And we all know that if something doesn't feel right, I'm not doing it. And while Pilates for me seems like a long-term solution until I mean, I still have some more weight to lose, then where I can do those things of where maybe I will be a bodybuilder. I don't have aspirations for that, but maybe I will. But this for me is an easy, tangible, it's not this huge mountain that I'm gonna go climb. It's just easy. One of the things that has also, you guys know LMNT has been so huge, but magnesium supplements, changing my magnesium supplements. I have heard overwhelmingly from you guys how much you love my magnesium supplements as much as I do. That you two are getting what I've coined Disney Princess Sleep. I switched my magnesium. The old one had 1 type of magnesium in it. This has 7. Discount code Queen, by the way. Pretty much all of my discount codes are Queen. Get that extra. I've negotiated for you, for the Countess of Shopping community. You guys know I'm a businesswoman. I negotiated for you discounts. Take my discounts. I've negotiated them just for you. And each time, like for the LMNT, you can use that each time, the 8 free sticks. Get it, honey. Get it every order. But with this, it's been so helpful, and it's been helpful because of the muscle recovery component on there too. Muscle recovery, sleep. It's helped with my anxiety. But most importantly, I think the sleep component of sleep then trickles down to everything, like mental faculties. I mean, I am more productive when I have a great night's sleep. I mean, that's not seems pretty simplistic, but when you're having rough sleep, it's hard to be like, oh man. So anyways, this has been very, very helpful, but it's been helpful for workouts too. And sidebar, this is kind of off topic. Many of you guys have asked me about my daily supplements. I take Gem. I love them. They're little bite-sized daily vitamins. I take them because they have probiotics and prebiotics already in them. And we know with Zepbound, gastrointestinal issues like diarrhea, constipation, nausea, vomiting, prebiotics and probiotics are helpful. So, which is why I take it. It's made out of actually dates. Isn't that crazy? So they're really, really good, but they have in there, for example, like a turmeric for gut and skin health. And they have the ginger is in there. Like it's got good stuff in there too, which I like. So that's my daily, people are like, what's your daily vitamin? It's Gem. Discount code Queen. I told you guys, I buy all of my supplements directly from vendors. Everything else I buy on Amazon. So that Zepbound Amazon list of like walking pads. You could get a walking pad for inside your house too. If it's not conducive to go walk outside, which it wasn't here with the winter in Virginia. It was icy and but now I'm able to walk outside. But walking pads are a great solution too, and I will link those down on my Zepbound Amazon shopping list as well. So, sweet friends, and also the protein ice cream recipe. I'll make sure I put that in the description link below too. Okay, sweet friends, if you've made it this far in the video, today's emoji is actually going to be, I don't know if they do have one like the judicial scale. The scale is going to be the emoji. That's twofold. One, it helps for me to get to know you better if you've made it this far in my content. Seemingly you like my content. And so it helps me to see who, like, if you've watched it this far, I will pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I will uplift you in positive thought. So today's emoji is scale. If you're not near, some of you guys are not near emojis, just type out scale. And I'll know. Some people are like, I'm on my laptop. There's no way to get the emoji. You can just type out scale. That's today's emoji. And then 2, as your accountability, at the end of every video, we always talk about accountability. What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? What are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? My sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping, count my blessings because life is delicious. Got a lot of great things going on. Make sure you join that free group. Check out that, also all of the free resources down below. If you haven't gotten my free, let me see if I can pull it up. My free oh man, I meant to move it up higher in my video, my pictures. My free meal plan. It's a week-long meal plan. It has in there, it was dietitian created. I didn't create it. I bought it for a dietitian to make it for our community for 500 bucks. I bought it for 500 bucks because I wanted to own the licensing rights to give it to you for free. It has the week-long plan on there. Also, the shopping list is on there as well. And then it also has on there a bunch of different protein examples too. So there's a bunch of protein examples as well. My sweet friends. That's it for today. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. And by the way, one final thing. My last two videos prior, thank you guys so much for the love. It meant a lot. And with what I'm going through in life right now, I sat in this chair right now because of you. I sat in this chair because of you guys. You guys really, I felt the prayers and I felt the love and I felt the encouragement, and I'm going to keep going. So I love you guys so much. Thank you. That meant the world, by the way. Okay. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.